Chosen one, the silence of the night is breaking, and something ancient, something whispered in the shadows of eternity, is being spoken into your spirit. You are not here by coincidence. A divine current has carried you to this moment, and in that current is a message, clear, urgent, and unforgettable. God said to eat ginger to cancel the sickness. The world does not want you to hear this. Doctors remain silent, systems remain quiet, and the noise of life tries to drown out the very truth that could set you free. But you are awake, your spirit is stirring, and your soul knows that there is a reason these words are reaching you right now. You are chosen to hear them, chosen to act, chosen to rise. There are mysteries the world does not reveal easily. In quiet corners, beyond the eyes of authority, lies wisdom that carries the power to heal, protect, and restore. Ginger is not just a root. It is fire sealed in the earth, energy pressed into form, medicine coded into nature itself. God's hand shaped it, not as an accident, but as a living shield, a purifier, and a canceller of what tries to harm you. While voices of men argue, while institutions create confusion, there is a divine command that breaks through it all. Eat ginger, cancel the sickness. Hear it not as a suggestion, but as a decree spoken into the marrow of your being. I want you to imagine this for a moment. The body weighed down by affliction, the mind tormented by worry, the spirit crying out for relief. Then imagine the flame of ginger entering you, heat flowing, barriers falling, toxins pushed out, sickness collapsing. The divine is not distant. It speaks through the simplest of creations. It is not wrapped in complexity. It is clear, direct, and powerful. God said, ginger carries the force to cancel what has been trying to destroy you. And when God speaks, silence falls over every other voice. The sickness has no authority. The pain has no throne. The silence of doctors cannot overrule the command of heaven. Chosen one, you are not powerless. The universe bends to those who believe, and right now, belief is being called out of you. The flame is being lit, the message planted, the secret revealed. Do you feel the shift in your chest? Do you sense the tightening in your spirit that says, "This is it"? Hold on to that. Because tonight is not just another night. This message is not just another whisper. It is a key, slipped quietly into your hand. The question is not whether you will hear it. It is whether you will act upon it. And so I say to you, pause, breathe, listen deeper. The silence of the doctors is not ignorance. It is design. They will not tell you what God has already revealed. But chosen ones do not live by the silence of men. They live by the voice of eternity. Your healing has always been within reach, waiting for you to awaken to it. Ginger, the root of fire, is God's reminder that the earth itself carries your answers. Cancel the sickness, break the curse, step into the flow that has been calling you since before you could even name it. This is only the beginning, and what comes next will move you even more. The storm of silence around you is not by chance, chosen one. When truth has the power to heal, the world often covers it with noise, or buries it beneath the weight of systems that benefit from your suffering. But God is never silenced. His voice cuts through barriers, His wisdom rises through the earth, and His command echoes through time. Eat ginger, cancel the sickness. Why do you think this is reaching you now? because there are no coincidences in the spiritual. Every word you are hearing has been sent for you, carried across unseen winds, knocking at the door of your soul. The question is, will you answer? You're not here by accident. You've been guided to this exact moment for a reason. The universe has aligned so you could hear this message right now. Release your warmest wish, speak it out, and seal it with the number 99. Write it in the comments. Do not hesitate. Do not delay. This is not a game. This is alignment. When you declare your wish, the sickness loses power. When you write 99, you are signaling to heaven and to the universe that you are stepping into faith and opening the gates of restoration. If your spirit woke up while listening, don't scroll away. Like this video. Subscribe now. You belong here. This is your community. This is your sign, and this is your call to rise. Think about it, chosen one. How many times have you felt that inner push, that pull in your spirit that says the answers are closer than you've been told? That the cure, the healing, the breakthrough wasn't locked away in some distant place, but hidden in the very earth under your feet? Ginger is more than spice, more than food. It is code. The fire inside it burns through sickness. It purifies blood. It calms storms within the body, and it sends a message: you will not fall. While men write prescriptions, God plants answers. While systems profit from pain, heaven whispers restoration. Doctors are silent because their silence keeps you bound. But the voice that matters has already spoken, and it is calling you to trust. Imagine a world where chosen ones listened, where they stopped bowing to fear, where they stopped letting the silence of men rule their destiny. Picture yourself standing in that world, your body no longer trembling, your mind no longer weighed by shadows, your soul no longer drained by sickness. Feel ginger as a flame moving through you, not just flesh, but spirit. The sickness that clung to you dissolves. The chains fall off. The enemy's plan collapses. This is the reality God offers when you obey. Eat ginger. Cancel the sickness. It is that simple, that clear, that direct. And yet it shakes everything around you, because truth always shakes what is built on lies. Chosen one, your presence here is proof that destiny is real. Out of millions, you were guided here, right now, to hear this secret. That should tell you everything you need to know. The silence of the doctors cannot steal what heaven has already placed before you. The sickness that tried to write your story cannot erase what God has written in your bones. You are chosen, and the proof is in the fact that these words pierce you, stir you, awaken something ancient in you. Do not let that fire go dim. Do not let it pass like a fleeting thought. Hold it, act on it, live it. The key has been given. The root is waiting. The sickness is trembling, even now, because it knows its time is ending. This is the moment, and it belongs to you. The air around you feels different now, doesn't it, chosen one? As if the moment you heard the words, "Eat ginger to cancel the sickness," something shifted in your spirit. That's not your imagination. That's confirmation. Heaven has always marked you, and when the truth collides with your soul, it resonates like thunder in your chest. Every chosen one knows this feeling, when the unseen world speaks louder than the noise of men, when destiny whispers louder than fear, when your body feels the echo of eternity calling you forward. That's what this is. You have been entrusted with a revelation that others have ignored, overlooked, or dismissed. But you cannot dismiss it. You are called to act on it. Think of ginger as more than root, more than medicine, more than flavor. It is a weapon, disguised as something ordinary. That is how the divine always works. It hides extraordinary power in the simple, so that only those with awakened eyes can see it. Others will laugh, others will ignore, others will shrug, but you know better. You feel the pulse in your bones. God does not speak in riddles when the matter is urgent. He said to eat ginger to cancel the sickness, and those who hear and obey will stand when others fall. This is not superstition. It is alignment. It is not folklore. It is divine intelligence. You are not given this message to forget it. You are given this message to live it. Do you realize the magnitude of what is happening right now? Entire structures profit from pain. Systems are built on keeping you weak, dependent, and blind. And yet, the earth itself, crafted by divine hands, carries the answers they would never sell you. Ginger has been here long before the doctors, long before the institutions, long before the silence of modern voices. It has healed generations in quiet shadows, carried power in kitchens and villages, whispered through traditions that were dismissed as unscientific. But you and I know, chosen one, that truth doesn't need permission to be truth. It doesn't need validation from silence. It simply is. And when God's voice confirms it, there is no debate left. Picture the fire moving through you. Each slice, each sip, each piece carrying more than just nutrients. It carries energy. It carries alignment. It carries obedience. With every taste, sickness recoils. With every moment, your body grows lighter. The spirit inside you feels cleansed. This is not imagination. This is obedience being translated into reality. God is not far away, chosen one. He speaks through the earth, through the wind, through the roots and leaves and seeds. Ginger is a messenger, and the message is this: your healing is here. Your sickness is cancelled, and your time has come to rise above what tried to keep you down. But let's go deeper. Why you? Why now? Because chosen ones are always given secrets before the world catches up. You are not like the rest. You cannot afford to sleep when destiny is calling. While others wait for permission, you move in faith. While others doubt, you act. And that is why this message reached you. Because heaven knows you will hear and you will respond. Chosen ones are bridges between silence and revelation, between suffering and restoration, between despair and hope. And you have been appointed to carry this torch, not just for yourself, but for your family, your bloodline, your future. When you rise, they rise. When you obey, they are covered. When you eat ginger, cancel the sickness and walk in obedience. You shift not just your body, but your atmosphere. Chosen one, understand this. The sickness has been counting on your ignorance. It has been waiting for you to ignore the whispers, to laugh at the signs, to dismiss the small things. But that ends now. You are awake. You are aligned. You are hearing what was hidden, and because of that, the sickness loses its grip. The silence of the doctors cannot compete with the sound of your obedience. The affliction that tried to sit on your shoulders has no throne anymore. The shadow that tried to linger over you has been pierced by the fire of this revelation. You are no longer bound. You are no longer powerless. You are chosen, and chosen ones cannot be defeated. Let these words carve into you. God said, eat ginger to cancel the sickness. Do not let them pass like a fleeting echo. Let them anchor in your chest. Let them ignite your choices. Let them remind you every time you doubt that you have been given the key. You are not here to wonder. You are here to act. You are here to rise. And you are here to live beyond what tried to destroy you. This is your moment. Claim it. Live it. Walk in it. The night feels heavy, chosen one, but the heaviness is not here to crush you. It is here to remind you of the weight of destiny. Every word you are hearing carries the weight of eternity, and it is no small thing that you are awake right now. Think of all the souls walking through life, blind to the whispers of heaven, deaf to the messages hidden in plain sight. Yet here you are, chosen to hear, chosen to awaken, chosen to rise. When God said to eat ginger to cancel the sickness, he was not speaking to everyone. He was speaking to you. Because only a chosen one will hear and obey, while others turn away. Only a chosen one will sense the fire in these words and feel the urgency in their spirit. And that's who you are. Sickness feeds on fear. It grows in silence. It thrives in neglect, and it multiplies in the absence of truth. That is why the silence of doctors is not just absence. It is permission for sickness to continue. But you are not powerless, and you are not alone. The command has already been given. The earth has already been prepared. The fire is already in your hands. Ginger is not a coincidence. It is a tool placed in the soil, ready for the awakened to use. When you eat it, you are not just consuming a root. You are aligning yourself with a divine strategy that sickness cannot withstand. It is heaven's medicine, not man's. And when heaven prescribes, nothing can resist. Close your eyes for a moment, chosen one, and imagine this. The sickness that tried to take root in your body, the affliction that tried to chain your future, the shadow that tried to follow you, all of it trembling as the fire of ginger enters your being. Feel the heat in your chest, the cleansing in your veins, the strength returning to your bones. That is not fantasy. That is obedience manifesting into healing. God's word is not theory. It is reality. And the reality is this: when he says sickness is canceled, sickness has no choice but to leave. Ginger is the vessel, your faith is the key, and your obedience is the doorway. Do you see the pattern now? The divine always hides extraordinary power in simple forms. A stone in David's hand brought down a giant. A staff in Moses' grip parted the sea. And now, a root from the ground holds the fire to cancel what tried to destroy you. The ordinary becomes extraordinary when God's voice breathes upon it, and he has breathed on this moment for you. You may feel small, overlooked, or unworthy, but understand this: you are chosen because heaven trusts you with secrets. Secrets that others cannot hear. Secrets that others would laugh at. Secrets that carry life in their simplicity. That is why this message is yours. That is why you are here. That is why you cannot ignore it. But it goes deeper still. This is not just about your body. It is about your destiny. The sickness that tried to sit on you was never only about health. It was about distraction, delay, and destruction. It was about keeping you from stepping into who you are meant to be. It was about silencing your light, dimming your fire, and crippling your purpose. But when you eat ginger, when you cancel the sickness, you are not just healing flesh. You are breaking the chains that tried to hold your future hostage. You are declaring, I will not be stopped. I will not be silenced. I will not be destroyed. And heaven responds to that declaration with strength, covering, and power. Chosen one, I want you to feel the magnitude of what you are holding. This is more than a message. It is a lifeline. It is a key. It is an invitation to step into alignment and leave behind the shadows that tried to keep you small. Do not let doubt steal this moment. Do not let fear whisper louder than truth. You are not here to question. You are here to obey. And obedience is the bridge between sickness and health, between weakness and strength, between despair and destiny. Right now, that bridge is before you. Step onto it. Walk it. Claim what is yours. This is not the end of the message. It is only building. The final revelation is still ahead, and when it comes, it will seal everything you have felt and confirm everything you have known in your spirit. But for now, hold this. Ginger is your weapon, faith is your shield, and obedience is your victory. The sickness is trembling because it knows you have heard the command. The silence of the world is growing louder, chosen one. And in that silence, you can almost hear the truth echoing, waiting for those who are awake enough to catch it. Ginger is not a passing idea, not a superstition, not a whisper lost in time. It is a key forged in creation, designed to be unlocked at the appointed hour. That hour is now. Every time you hear the command, eat ginger, cancel the sickness, something inside you responds, because your soul recognizes what your mind cannot yet explain. You feel it, don't you? That stirring deep inside, that pull that tells you this is not just about health, this is about destiny. The world hides it, but God reveals it. Doctors stay silent, but the heavens shout it. The sickness trembles because it knows you have received the message. Think of the generations before you, those who carried wisdom, not written in books, not stamped with approval, but passed in quiet whispers. They knew ginger was fire. They knew it was strength. They knew it was protection. And though their words were ignored, though their knowledge was mocked, time has proven that truth never dies. It only waits for chosen ones to pick it back up. You are that chosen one. You are part of the chain that will not be broken. You are the one who says, "The silence ends with me." And as you say it, the sickness feels its grip weaken, because obedience is louder than any silence, and faith is stronger than any disease. But listen carefully. The sickness does not only attack flesh, it attacks hope. It creeps into your thoughts. It whispers into your fears. It drains your spirit before it ever touches your body. That is why this message is urgent. Eating ginger is not only about canceling sickness in the body, it is about canceling sickness in the mind and spirit. It is about reminding yourself that you are not at the mercy of silence, that you are not at the mercy of systems, that you are not at the mercy of shadows. You are chosen. And when chosen ones align with divine instruction, nothing can hold them captive. You are free, not tomorrow, not someday, now. I need you to feel the weight of this moment. Ginger is in your hands, but obedience is in your heart. If you hold the root but do not act, it remains just a root. But when you act, when you obey, when you step into alignment, it becomes fire. Fire that cancels sickness, fire that restores strength, fire that tells every affliction, you no longer belong here. This is more than health. This is war. War between silence and truth, between weakness and strength, between despair and destiny. And you are standing in the middle of it, holding the very weapon that tips the battle in your favor. Do not underestimate it. Do not downplay it. Do not dismiss it. It is yours, and it is powerful. Chosen one, I want you to ask yourself, why has this message reached me? Why now? Why in this exact season of my life? Because timing is everything. Heaven does not waste words, and the universe does not deliver random signs. The sickness thought it had more time. The enemy thought you would remain blind. The silence thought you would stay asleep. But you didn't. You woke up. You heard. And because of that, everything shifts. The sickness loses ground. The silence loses power. And you gain authority over your life again. That is what obedience does. It transfers power back into your hands. You are not small, you are not powerless, and you are not forgotten. You are chosen, and chosen ones always carry secrets the world tries to bury. That is why you cannot ignore this. That is why you cannot delay. Eat ginger. Cancel the sickness. Align with the command. Every step of obedience is a declaration that you belong to destiny, not to disease. Every act of faith is proof that you are not just surviving, you are rising. The silence of the doctors cannot stop you. The weight of the sickness cannot hold you, and the fire of ginger cannot be denied. This is not the end of the message, chosen one. It is only building, only rising, only preparing you for the final revelation that will seal this truth in your spirit. Hold on. Stay awake. The most powerful moment is still ahead, waiting for you to step into it. Chosen one, everything in your journey has brought you here, to this moment where silence ends and truth rises. You have heard it clearly, not from men, not from systems, but from the voice of eternity itself. God said to eat ginger, to cancel the sickness. The world will not tell you. Doctors will not shout it. But heaven whispered it directly into your spirit because you were meant to carry this revelation. You are chosen, and chosen ones never receive ordinary messages. They receive keys. This message is your key. It is simple, powerful, undeniable. A root that looks ordinary carries fire that sickness cannot withstand. The very earth beneath your feet has always held your healing, but it took this moment for your eyes to open and your soul to awaken. Think back on what sickness tried to steal from you: your strength, your joy, your peace. Think of the days it weighed you down, the nights it whispered doubt, the moments it tried to convince you that you were powerless. And now imagine all of that dissolving as fire floods your being. Ginger is not just food, it is alignment. It is God's creation coded with healing, waiting for you to take hold of it. Every time you obey this command, you are not simply feeding your body, you are declaring war against what tried to destroy you. You are saying with your actions, I will not bow to sickness. I will not accept the silence of men. I will live. And the universe responds to that declaration with energy, restoration, and victory. Chosen one, do you see the pattern of your life now? Every storm you have faced, every shadow that tried to linger, every silence that tried to smother the truth, it was all leading you to awaken. You are not here by chance. You are not listening by accident. You have been guided here because you are ready. Heaven trusted you with this knowledge because you will act on it. You will rise. And when you rise, those connected to you, your family, your bloodline, your future generations, rise as well. Sickness cannot remain where obedience flows. Fear cannot survive where faith stands. Darkness cannot win where light has already broken through. This is your inheritance, and tonight you claim it. Feel it in your chest, the chains breaking, the heaviness lifting, the sickness trembling because it knows it has lost its ground. You are not the same as you were before you heard this. You are awakened, aligned, and anointed with a message that carries life. God said, eat ginger to cancel the sickness. Those words are etched into your spirit now, unshakable, undeniable, unforgettable. They will echo every time you face doubt. They will burn every time fear approaches, and they will strengthen you every time you feel weak. Because this is not just information, it is transformation. It is not just instruction, it is revelation, and it belongs to you. So walk boldly, chosen one. Walk with fire in your steps and healing in your hands. Let your life become the proof that obedience cancels sickness, that truth silences lies, that faith overthrows fear. The silence of the doctors cannot overrule the voice of God. The weight of the sickness cannot stand against the root of fire, and the shadows cannot steal what heaven has already sealed. You are chosen, and because you are chosen, you are healed, restored, and unstoppable. This is not just the end of a message, it is the beginning of your victory. The sickness is canceled, the silence is broken, and your destiny is alive.